send another song.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 595. It's Saturday, November 9th, 2013, 12 noon Pacific Time, Internet Talk Radio for your imagination. Mike Matthews broadcasting from the last place on Earth located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, California. Today we hear from Benita, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, the Brewmaster, plus the finale of the FM project with zany, zippy, Aaron Fonseca. We may do another one off in the future, but don't count on it. Mike's Daily Podcast. And yesterday I found something in my coat pocket that made me really feel like shit. Mike's Daily Podcast. And that was a receipt from almost 10 years ago. And it was before I got married. And it looks like my financial stability has been buried. I look at what I had in my bank account then. And then after a failed marriage, well, we've all been there, haven't we, my friend? It's all been done before. So, anyway, this receipt. Mike's Daily Podcast. It's not a treat. It makes me feel defeated. And I thought it would be sweet if I talked about my daily old ATM receipt. Podcast. So that's it. Yeah! I'm taking this receipt and I'm ripping it up. Because it is time to move on with our lives. And then also, I met, speaking of moving on, I met a cheerleader at the Bulls game last night. And she has the same name as a cousin of mine. So we talked about that for all of 5 seconds. And that was my meeting with a cheerleader. But I was at a Bulls game is the interesting thing about that, because it was a hockey game in San Francisco. They had the San Francisco Bulls hockey team. And Aaron Fonseca, who we're going to have later on in the show during the FM project, he got me in and showed me around, gave me a tour, and he announces the games. He does a phenomenal job. The best. I could see him being hired someday by a larger team. Maybe even doing the Olympics. Perhaps even WWF or some other sporting event. Cricket in England. Now that would be a hoot. Look who just walked in. Hi, Mom. It's Benita, the rodeo queen. How y'all doing?
It's a disgruntled fiddle player, tell you what.
What?
Benita's voice gets to me sometimes.
You're married, though.
Yeah, I'm married to her, and our bank account is much smaller than before we got married.
That's part of being married. Yeah, I like to spend money on things. Hats, for example. Yeah, you have some nice cowboy hats, Benita. Thanks! Because I'm Benita, the rodeo queen. You are. And you've put on some interesting makeup. I love Sephora. Well, we're not getting any money for that, and you're not getting any free Sephora merchandise for saying that. I just want you to know. Dang it!
Mark, I just want you to know that you should take all those bank receipts, tear them up, and never look at them again, because they just make you depressed. That's just a different point in time in your life. Things change. Things move along.
It's just so fascinating to me. I guess what dawned on me at a deeper level was how much stuff changes in 10 years, in a decade. Things go crazy different. And, of course, things have vastly changed in our world. We all walk around with smartphones now. We're all always connected to the internet. It's a matrixy world.
The what?
The Matrix?
The what?
Matrix.
Yeah, okay, I don't know what you're talking about.
Matrix, it's a movie with Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne. They're like inside the Hugo Weaving. They're inside of the Matrix, which is the internet as we know it. It's like a virtual reality world.
Okay, that just sounds like some highfalutin wing-ding wow-gatao.
Wow-gatao?
Yeah, I don't understand.
It's really a great movie. I watched it. Keanu Reeves is in it. He's hot. Ah, Benita likes the Keanu Reeves. Yeah, I like bad actors in general. Look who else just walked in.
Hello there, Mac. I make the root beer. I'm the brewmaster. Oh, boy. I made you a delicious hockey oat beer.
Wow, look at that. It looks really delicious. Oh, there's a hockey puck in the bottom of the mug. That's interesting. A puck in a mug. That sounds like a great name for a hockey bar. No? You're all looking at me blankly.
Yeah, Mac, what's new?
What's new? Oh, you always look at me blankly, I see. The hockey puck does add an interesting flavor to this root beer, I must say.
Thanks.
Mark, I think it's great that hockey games have cheerleaders because everybody needs a cheerleader. I need a cheerleader in life.
I'm your cheerleader.
Yeah, okay. Who are you?
I'm Benita the rodeo queen.
I know. I'm just playing with your beautiful Benita.
Oh, that's why I love you, Disgruntled Fiddle Player, doofus face. I never heard your pillow talk names for each other. That's cute pet names indeed. Yeah, we gotta go and make out. Bye, suckface. Yeah, the mayor was at this game last night. It was fantastic. I met Nicole. She's the girl that walks around and she's on the camera and going, hey, now we're going to throw hockey pucks into the ring. Hey, now we're going to do this and stuff. And then Aaron Fonseca is the announcer and talks about all the players and everything. Oh, it's just fantastic. And the Cow Palace I'd never been to. Very historic place in San Francisco. Got to see that. That was a lot of fun. And just the fans were cheering. It was great. So this was also interesting and great to a great many people, and that is Hawaii passed the marriage equality bill. After more than a week of often heated debates, Hawaii's House passed the Marriage Equality Act by a vote of 30-19. After a confirmation vote from the Senate, the bill will go to supportive Governor Neil Abercrombie for his signature, according to Advocate.com. After hearing more than 50 hours of public testimony, the act was passed. The House added amendments broadening the bill's religious exemptions. The legislation will have to be reconsidered in the Senate, but given the chamber's strong approval of the bill last month, it's expected to again pass that chamber and move to the governor's desk. And like I said, he's supportive of it. The Senate will consider the amended bill this coming up Tuesday. Once the governor passes it, it will begin Hawaii will begin same-sex couples marrying December 2nd. Oh, look who just walked back in taking a break from making out with his wife.
Yeah, Mike, as you know, I am against same-sex marriage, and I think that this is a travesty.
And you are part of the Wrong Side of History party.
I am. I'm part of the WSH party.
Wrong Side of History. Wouldn't that be WSOH? Wrong Side of History?
Yeah, whatever. We don't really have a name for it, but that's what we're on, the wrong side of history, and we're proud of it.
Well, Hawaii will be the 16th U.S. state, along with the District of Columbia, to enact marriage equality.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's right, okay?
So you're going to just remain on the wrong side of history?
I am, till history comes back around and greets us again.
Okay, I think you'd need like a time machine to go back to that. To go further into the wrong side of history, you have to actually go back into history. It's kind of ironic that way.
I'm all confused.
Doctor Who 50th anniversary, November 23rd, day after my birthday.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
It's a British show.
Yeah, like I said, whatever times 1,000.
Mike, I made a delicious Hawaiian oath beer. It has pineapple in it. And a hockey puck.
Okay, you don't have to keep putting hockey pucks into every... Anyway, so what do you think about this whole thing? 16 states now approving marriage equality. What do you think about that? We read your comments on the section emails from email. Also email me there if you'd like to be a guest on the show or if you would like to sponsor the show. mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. We also have a website called mikesdailypodcast.com. There is a link to the Amazon deal of the day there. If you purchase something through that, why, you'll get a great discount, of course, on something. Like, for example, today they were selling wool coats because it's getting colder. I don't know if you've noticed. But if you buy something through there, we get a little bit of money. There's also another great way to support the show, and that is to like us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Mike's Daily Podcast. And when I post a new show, share that with your friends so that other people will get to find out about Mike's Daily Podcast. Oh, yes, and we're also on iTunes. There's a link to where we are in iTunes on mikesdailypodcast.com, and you can like the show, rate the show, and comment on the show there. There's also links to Twitter, YouTube, Yelp, SoundCloud, Spreaker, and yes, there's the daily podcast picture and the blog, all at mikesdailypodcast.com.
The Fonseca Matthews Project.
Because old people get away with murder. They get away. Because my grandma used to rip off things back in the day when I was a little kid. All of a sudden, we went to the eye doctor, and she goes, ooh, these frames are really nice. And all of a sudden, I'm like, doo-doo-doo, and she just bought glasses. We're walking out, doo-doo-doo, with my big brother, and I'm like, Grandma, did you steal those glasses? Yeah, I wanted these, goddammit. I'm like, Grandma, these are $4 glasses. I'm old, I can take it, goddammit. Just get in here. I was like, and then we used to go to Home Depot, and then we'd go in there, and we're shopping. And my nephew walks out. He's not thinking, because you know how you pull up to the garden center, and you buy stuff, and you roll it out the back? Well, he just pushed it through because he thought I paid for everything. And I'm like, Grandma, he didn't pay for that. Oh, goddammit, don't say anything. I'm like, Grandma, that's like $400 worth of stuff. I mean, a full cart with a light. I'm old. I can get away with it, goddammit. And I'm like, okay. All the time, dude. I'm like,
Wow. Bless her heart.
yeah, bless her heart. I'm like, Merry Christmas. Grandma, where'd you get this car stereo? It's got all the wires ripped out. I still have a car, goddammit. Merry Christmas, I'm old.
You sound like Roseanne Barr when you do that voice.
She's still alive,
Yeah.
but her career's dead.
She was in Portlandia the 3rd season. She played the replacement mayor for Portland.
I guess so. She's proud of her gray hairs, though, right?
Yeah.
That's good for her. That's real good.
You when you get gray hair eventually.
I do have gray hairs.
So I feel like I should go and check to see if we're still on the air.
We are totally still on the air. We're totally fine.
I guess I could press these buttons here and... Oh, yeah, we're
Okay.
playing Naked Eyes, yo. We're up in that
Okay,
joint.
you have 30 seconds to name that tune. First song.
Is the... wrong.
No, it is not Tracy Chapman, Fast Car. All right, let's do
It's time for show prep.
it. Is time for
Don't be a Bubba Hotep.
What?
Make sure you give us your...
Oh, it's over here. My bad. All right, so I was looking online for some cool stuff, and
Show prep.
I'm going to give you the number for the day.
Okay, number for the day. Here we go. The number of the day.
And this one's special for you, 2000. What do you think? Why did I pick that number, 2000?
Because that was the year I lost my virginity.
No, take it again. Really, did you? No wonder your hair fell out. 2000. What's that number stand for?
2000 is the number of times Katy Perry will say the word fallopian tube. I don't know.
How much in dollars men spend on the engagement ring for their wife number 2?
Wow.
There's plenty of women out there.
Yeah.
San Francisco, you know the ratio. There's 12 women to every man.
What am I doing here?
I don't know.
I need to go over there.
Because even when I'm at the Bulls game, like I talk to the girls that work there, and they're all like, "Yeah, it's hard to find a good man." Oh, I sit there and talk to them, but they all know I'm taken and stuff. Okay, biggest tech pet peeves, and these are things that
Biggest pet peeve.
tech pet peeves.
Tech pet peeve.
Yeah, things people do with their technical gadgets that just piss me off. Tell me if this is right. And I saw this in New York like crazy. Taking photos with your iPad.
Yeah, because you got
Isn't-
this big thing.
Is
and
that
you're-
stupid or what?
I've seen that a lot.
Not only do you look amazingly ridiculous holding up a 10-inch tablet to snap photos, you're also screwing up photos for those behind you.
Yeah.
People do it all the time. Why would you do that? Why?
That's ridiculous.
It's the same camera you have in your iPhone.
Yeah.
It's no
Is it-
different.
Wait, it's not better quality?
No, it's the same.
Oh.
Actually, the phones are getting better than the tablets. They're putting more into the phones.
Oh.
The iPhones are getting... The new one has a better pixel quality, and then they're working on another better pixel quality.
I see.
But if you want to do that, why don't you just... Nobody buys cameras anymore.
Yeah. Spend that $2,000 on an iPad instead of your wife number two's ring, who you're probably going to end up divorcing.
No, because you can write it in a prenup that you want the ring back.
Katy Perry would say 2,000 times.
She actually kept his ring, didn't she? Or was that
Russell
Kelly?
Brand?
Yeah. Well, he's just nuts. He's an alcoholic, huh?
I think he's a little... Yeah, he's a dependent. He's dependent on the alcohol. and
So when they
drugs.
did get him to the Greek, he just played himself?
Basically, yeah, that's what I heard.
All right, you ready for the
We're
next one?
spreading rumors and lies.
The next biggest tech pet peeve I hate, excessive baby photo posting on social networks.
Yeah.
I don't put my kids on there. That's all I need is somebody... Those are where nutcases come in.
Yeah.
I don't want my kids' photos on there. I don't even put my girlfriends or my wife or stuff like that. Do you?
I put my dog on.
Well, you be careful. Somebody might Steal his... Kidnap him. Hold for ransom.
Yeah, good luck with that. He will bite their hands off.
How about this? Not using an email not using an email subject line.
Oh, yeah, forget it. I'm not reading it. I'm deleting it. It's gone. It's spam. I'm not even... Yeah, always put something in the subject. Always.
Like, F you?
Listen, Robin, I need you to make sure that you put something in the subject line.
You talking to your ex-wife?
No, I was trying to do Howard Stern.
Oh, I thought you were talking to your
We'll be back after these words.
Do you listen to his show anymore?
No.
That's not funny.
I was just remembering how it sounded 20 years ago when I used to listen to it.
I always felt dirty when I listened to it. It always felt sloppy, too.
Yeah.
Didn't it seem sloppy to you?
Yeah.
To this day, it still sounds sloppy.
It was very New York humor.
It's all over the place.
Yeah.
But it was popular. It really did well in San Francisco.
It did.
Like Live 105 used to play it in the mornings.
Oh.
Did good.
Huh.
And I used to listen to it. Where did I listen? 97.1 Free FM in LA. I used to listen to it a lot, too.
Yeah. All right, one more
Pause.
pet peeve.
I'm done with pet peeves.
Oh, good. All right.
Wow, what a jerk.
Let's wrap this up.
But I got this whole stack of papers here.
Yeah.
I got more to go.
Save that for next time.
Here we go. My top 1,004 list of things that piss Matt Michaels off. Mike Matthews. Sorry.
Okay, let's go. Calling me Matt Michaels.
Number 1,742. I'm just kidding. I got nothing.
No, I like that.
Hey,
that
man.
impression.
You lose your juice at the end. What's up with this? You have all these juice, and then all of a sudden you're like a transmitter. You're like a
hey! You lose your juice at the end of the show. You realize this about you?
I like you. You're a good guy. I'm trying to give you some Howard Stern comedy here. You're a funny guy, but all of a sudden it's like 35 minutes to show. You're bada bing, bada boom, and then all of a sudden it's the 45 mark, and it's all like, I ain't got nothing. What's up with that? Hey, got a joke for you. What's a fish with no eyes?
What?
It's a... That's a fish with no eye. What's wrong? That's some funny stuff there. I'm trying to get you some juice.
Thanks for the juice. That was
So what's up? Why do you come down? What's going on? Do you want me to give you some of my show prep? Here, I'll write you some show prep. Ladies and gentlemen, I am preparing Mike Matthews for his show.
You know what? I will tell you what
flip
gets
this
me.
over.
I'm going to tell you,
going.
before I flip this over, I want to tell you something.
Tell me.
What gets me down is when equipment doesn't work. It's hard for me to get back up again when I'm... Let's look at this. Some juice.
You got it! You all ready. Let's go. Bada bing, bada boom. Make me laugh. What do you got? What do you got?
Okay, well, today I found that when I shower...
Thank you for coming out to the show today. We appreciate it. Email me, Mike Matthews, Mike's Daily Podcast.
What? McDonald's is dumping Heinz ketchup?
Yeah, people just throw it away.
Wow. You remember when we were
upset.
bachelors, you used to take the ketchup and you'd put it at the bottom of the fridge, all those packets would be accumulating?
I would open them up and squeeze them into a bottle.
Oh.
I had nothing else to do. I had no TV? None. Do you know, when I found my first radio gig, I went to my neighbors in the middle of the night, took out my Swiss Army knife, went to the top of the roof, found their cable, cut it real fast, 2 o'clock in the morning, put a little T line, yanked it closed, hit it on some rocks, threw a cord down, stuck it through my room. I had cable.
Oh my God, you're a cable thief.
Yes, I am a cable thief.
Just like your
it's
grandma.
Okay, goddammit, I'm old. Thing.
This is wild stuff.
Okay. Think about this. How many people have already signed up for Facebook and how many people that are still on there? Because, once you sign up for Facebook, it's almost impossible to take your name off.
Yeah.
How many people have died that are already on there?
Yeah.
They say by 2025, there'll be more dead people on Facebook than alive.
That just blew my mind.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Wow. Now, we knew somebody who passed away earlier this year, and they made a Facebook page. They kept his Facebook page on, and people, on his birthday, they all wrote tributes on his page and stuff like that. So they kind of keep it. But it's weird. It's eerie when you're writing, and my name it starts with an M, just like his does, and all of a sudden he always pops up when I'm writing my name.
Matt Cooper?
Yeah, so I'm always seeing him. It's weird, but it's like... It's a reminder And yeah,
He never got out of Ventura, huh? It was always the Ventura Santa Barbara.
He started in San Diego, and then went to Ventura, and then I think he was working in LA for a while too.
It seems like once people go to Ventura, it's like a stagnant pool.
Yeah,
They're stuck there.
Yeah.
That's weird, isn't it?
Well, it's such a beautiful area.
I didn't like it.
I don't want to move back.
I slept with 99% of the population. I was done with it.
And that's why I wanted to move out, because you slept with everybody there. And
You don't want to move back?
no.
No, I don't either. It's
Never.
done.
I'll go and visit, but let's go on a road trip.
I don't think...
Let's go visit. Let's go meet some of your ex-girlfriends.
We can do that.
Maybe I will sleep with one of them.
I just don't know. I have to go there and probably pay child support. Pick up all the payments. It's a lot of money. I'm kidding. I'm totally joking. None of this is true. Okay? Are my lawyers here?
I'm totally killing this. It's true.
I'm losing my juice. Besides that...
It's because you're looking at me, and I'm older than you, and I show my tiredness more.
No,
because I'm old.
No, but seriously, getting back to Ventura, I don't understand how those people stay there, and they're making like $25,000, and the most they're making is, I guess they're tapping out $30,000, the highest.
Absolutely.
How?
35.
Why
maybe.
would you do that?
They
lazy?
They don't want to move. They put down roots. We're talking radio people.
Radio
right?
people, yeah.
Predominantly.
No, I was talking about the garbage collector.
Well,
Joe, who lives around the corner.
Garbage collectors, their main thing now is to make sure that claw gets just right, and then press the button.
And their wives and significant others are in heaven after sex, right?
Why?
They got to get the claw.
Because they get the claw
right in the middle of the center, you said, and they push the button. Oh, what are you talking about?
What sort of weird inventions have you come up with lately?
Don't know. But I would like to go back to Ventura.
You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. This Fonseca Matthews thing is gonna get huge. The FM project's gonna get big.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna say we're gonna be in Ventura at this time.
Right now.
People are gonna show up.
Right
They're
now.
Gonna just come out. All your ex-girlfriends are gonna show up and demand child support. And it's gonna be great. We're gonna do this.
They're all going to say, I'm going to see all these kids, and they're going to go, I'm like, oh, how do I know these kids are mine? And then they talk to me, and they go,
oh,
they go like this to me. Let me finish this joke. And then you say, my kids are going to look at me and go, I am your son. Go ahead.
Okay. Do you know what used to irritate the crap out of me was Zachary Levi, right? Zachary Levi comes from Ventura.
Yeah.
He went to my ex-wife's high school.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I met him, I met him at something that my wife, a party that we were at, right? Everybody in Ventura's met him, yet everybody goes, oh my God, I know Zachary Levi. And then when you bring Zachary Levi up to most people, they have no idea who he is. And you have to say Chuck, and then go,
they don't know.
Because
Zach's a great guy. Okay, I mean, no, he's a really nice guy.
Who gives a rat's butt about Zachary Levi, is my point.
No, I'm just saying.
It's all about the Zach Braff. Am I right?
But here's the thing about Zach, okay? The reason why you say, oh, Zach Levi, no name, is because he's not that kind of person that pushes his name farther. He's not like that. He doesn't want to get in the paparazzi. He does everything by the book. And he's gotten so far, he lives in the same philosophy as I do. You work hard, you go hard, you promote you promote stuff, it goes far. He's not one of those people that tries to get the easy A, you might say. Like your, what's her name? Hannah Montana?
Yeah. Miley Cyrus?
She's trying to do the easy A. I'm showing sex and doing that. He doesn't do that stuff. So that's why people don't know who he is.
Okay. My whole point is that everybody in Ventura claims they know him, and that just annoys me.
Well, they do that because that's their only claim to fame. Everybody wants to claim to fame.
Hey, I know Zachary Levi.
I know Fonseca, and I ain't brown in it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you do know him because when you go into the bathroom and you lift the lid up, you're there, and that's Fonseca.
We're talking about Ventura. I used to get in trouble at the station all the time. Remember, I used to get in trouble all the time?
Yeah.
The only reason
you attract trouble.
But the only reason do I get in trouble here?
No.
No, because
Well, are we on the air still? Hold on. Okay, we're on there.
The only reason I got in trouble.
By the way, nobody hears that. We just hear the music and that's not going on to the recording. Okay, go ahead.
So anyway, the only reason I got in trouble in Ventura is because I was always trying to.
You got caught?
Further my career, and it pissed off people.
Oh,
haven't you noticed that?
Yeah, people want you to stay where you are.
Yeah, and I was doing that in Ventura, and it pissed them off.
I will say, Aaron, you are like an idea machine. The ideas you are like when you come up, like, okay, Josh, the guy that we know that went to Sonora, you threw out like 3,000 ideas to him all the time. We're like, Josh, you should do this, update your email, blah, 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 all this stuff. And you're always coming up with ideas.
It's true. Social media and everything like that, you have to live with it. I mean, social media is so important. And Josh, he needs a new haircut. Yes. What?
And John Tesh is going to be spooning him soon.
John Tesh here. It's radio. For what's his out cue? Radio
Radio for your brain. Radio, I don't know. Intelligent radio. We don't.
John Tesh, Intelligent Radio.
I'm Delilah. Hey, everybody, it's Delilah.
How are these people getting on? Like, tell me, how are these people having gigs? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Am I that bad?
Dude, you're great. I listen to your show. Your show on KKDV, you're always telling people what's going on. And you always do this. Hey, this is important. You need to know about this. And you always...
Oh, you really listened to me?
I did. I heard you. I heard a couple breaks, and you kept saying, this is important. This is important. Hey.
It's always important. But did you notice when it was important? It was the PSAs. That's important.
Well, no. I mean, yeah.
Hold on a second. This is important. Hold on.
But see, now this is me.
So that was
this is me
crutch.
air checking you and grabbing the crutch that I was hearing.
So I got to get rid of that.
But see, my problem is I lose my juice.
There's things I got to improve on it. I already air checked myself. Next week it's changing again.
You're gonna change it. You'll be different.
Yeah.
And
I recorded the whole show.
I loved your show. Don't change a thing.
Oh, I'm changing a lot.
Don't change for you.
I put 2 callers in. There, I want 2 callers per hour.
My God, white problems. White people problems.
You know I got so many problems. Where's your juice? All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out.
Thank you.
Thanks for letting me come in the studio.
Hey,
today.
is there anything you want to plug before we end this? Before I hit stop?
Monica Lewinsky.
FonsecaShow.com.
Yeah, you guys can always reach me at FonsecaShow.com.
No, what's your Facebook? Facebook.com/
Aaron Fonseca.
Aaron Fonseca.
And the logo's on there, always FonsecaShow.com. Twitter, same thing, FonsecaShow.com. And Instagram, remember, that's always FonsecaShow.com.
Awesome, thank you.
And Pinterest is FonsecaShow.com.
You're on Pinterest, too. I'm on Pinterest.
That's good for
we
you.
need to meet each other on Pinterest.
MySpace is FonsecaShow.com. Also on the Google
Plus.
Google Plus is FonsecaShow.com.
Google Plus.
And new one, it's called Strandsmatic. It's FonsecaShow.com. And at CDmatic, it's FonsecaShow.com.
Oh, wow. I got to find what those things are.
There's another guy called Aaron Fonseca I hate that's on there. And
there's a million Mike Matthewses.
I thought you were Mike Matthew.
Mike Matthews.
So just call yourself Mini-Me. That'll work.
I'm Dr. Eve now.
Hey, enjoy your week.
Yes, as we go outside of the last place on earth where we bring you Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcastro Valley, California.
And here's today's podcast picture.
Near where I live in Podcastro Valley, California, probably about 35 minutes north of me is the city of Richmond. And right there along the bay, and it has a perfect view of the Golden Gate Bridge. And you can see Alcatraz, you can see San Francisco. It's Point Isabel, which is one of the most coolest dog parks I have ever been to. So many dogs, so much area for them to run around in. Very seldom has there ever been a dog fight. I think I've gone there probably about 10 times, have witnessed minor dog fights, like little flare-ups where it's like, brah, 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 and then the owners grab the dogs and it's all fine. It is a fantastic place, Point Isabel, and I take Basil there from time to time. There I am in a recent picture with him, and you can see off in the distance, I believe that's where behind me is like Rosie the Riveter and all those famous areas of Richmond where battleships were built and so forth and so on. And the marina and all that is behind me. It was a beautiful day. I think this was on Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, I forget. It was last week. And there's some random dog walking by, too. Lots of dogs walk along, go in the water of the bay, and some of them just dive right into the bay water and come out stinking terrible. Basil doesn't really go. He just kind of wades into it, kind of just dips his little pads into the water And there's a picture of him and I there, and you can see it at mikesdailypodcast.com. Mike, I sure like that picture. It's really cool to see a bunch of dogs and San Francisco Bay. But where's Keanu Reeves? Keanu Reeves wasn't with me that day. Dang it.
Mike, I think you should look through your receipts and look for the one for that present you bought me back in 1993. I think it was a belt, because I want to return that belt.
All right, I don't have that receipt anymore. We didn't even know each other back in 1993.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't know each other, I think, till 95.
Okay, it was from then.
Whatever. It's gone. I don't have that receipt. This one that I found was by pure luck and chance. All the other receipts I have from that era are gone.
That's what you think. Check another coat.
I'm not going to, even though I'm wearing coats that I used to not wear because I was married and my ex-wife did not like those coats that I would, she was like, take them to the thrift store. And I'd say, no, I want to hold on to these coats because someday I might be cold and I'll need to wear them. And sure enough, I found an old coat and I wore it, and this is the thanks I get finding an old receipt. Mark, that was a beautiful story. Thanks. Tomorrow we will bring you a segment. Actually, no, we're not going to be back tomorrow. We're taking a couple days off. Mike's Daily Podcast won't be back till Tuesday. Tuesday I'll be back, and I'll bring you a special Into an Interview with a very fascinating guest. He's a historian, and he's a part-time resident of Poland. And he has great advice on how to meet women. Yes, women, he knows how to meet you. And men, listen to his sage advice. And people who don't care about meeting women either way, he's got a brain full of history that will be fascinating to pick at. If you have any questions for our guest, his name is Nicholas Siekierski, please send them to me before Tuesday. Email me, mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. We'll also hear from Madame Rootabega, Valentino, and Bison Bentley.
Mike, I sure like hockey pucks.
I can tell they're glued all over your face, your arms, your hands. How do you even move around with all those hockey pucks?
I don't know. I just don't want to get rid of any of them.
You don't give a puck?
Heck no.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at mikesdailypodcast.com. Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye.